Isak has been fantastic.
It's Isak and it's a goal. They won't rule that one out.
I think he has some of the characteristics that Thierry had.
Isak, surely!
Alexander Isak, what a performance from him. You know you've done well when the opposition manager, Mikel Arteta, is praising you.
It's Isak for Newcastle!
Arsenal wants him.
If you're Alexander Isak, the way Arsenal are going to present the project to you is, we've come close in recent years, we're going to build a team around you, you are a main guy.
Would you sell Saliba to get Isak?
That's not a hard question.
Why would you?
Yes.
Liverpool wants him.
I think they'll still go for Alexander Isak.
You go to Liverpool, I think if he goes to Liverpool, I think there's a period of dominance for the next at least two to 3 years.
Why?
From Alexander Isak, 11 in his last 11 Premier League games.
When you score the winning goal for your team's first major trophy in 70 years, you write your name in football history. But his qualities are way beyond simply a goal in a final.
Yeah, he turned into one of the best centre-forwards. Isak will certainly be a player who would improve.
Alexander Isak is potentially Europe's most wanted striker.
That's what you have when you have the real quality up front.
Humble, talented, born to be a striker.
He's been electrically unplayable this season, left footing, right footing and heading his way to 21 league goals. You've been a joy to watch this season.
Every time he sets foot on the pitch, it looks as if he's just enjoying the moment.
That's the player I want to be. Yeah. I want to enjoy my football out there. The intensity, the speed of the game is on a different level than any league, I think. And I've been a few places.
A star in England, but his journey started in Solna, located in the suburbs of Stockholm, Sweden. And if you wonder where other videos such as this are located, it's my channel, so I'd really appreciate you subscribing. His parents, from Eritrean origin, which explains his not so Scandinavian look.
I think, yeah, I've gotten a lot of things from my parents. Especially discipline, but also humbleness. I haven't been there many times lately, but last time I was there was a really good experience. It's special for them, for the kids, and for me as well.
Sweden is not really known for having a star team and a best football league. In fact, Allsvenskan is ranked by UEFA as 20th on the old continent for the last 5 years. Regardless, Alexander Isak has proven that it makes no difference where you come from. If you're good, then success is just around the corner.
I had enough to score a hat-trick today, so that's on me.
Shades of Thierry Henry. I mean, that moment there, in that assist, he moved like him. That was Thierry Henry-esque. It reminded me of him when I watched him.
His first steps at football he makes at a young age in AIK, where he becomes their youngest goal scorer at age 16.
Här kommer Isak mot Almebäck. Isak i mål!
Det där är en bra val för Isak!
I was kind of ready for it because I was training with the first team on a regular basis when I was 15. I didn't feel any nerves because it was kind of like I didn't have too many expectations.
Soon he receives his first contract and breaks another record by becoming Sweden's youngest goal scorer at 17.
It's not a bad start to your career, is it?
Yeah, you know who I scored against? It was a goalkeeper.
Go on.
Dubravka.
Oh, was it really? How often do you remind him of that?
Yeah, often.
Ja, en liten touch framåt Isak som kan avsluta!
Was the comparisons to Zlatan?
Yeah, I heard it a lot.
What is Zlatan like in person?
He's very chilled. He's like funny with glimpses of what everyone sees.
Yeah.
I always try to dodge them.
Why?
And I just didn't think it made any sense at that point.
As a young prospect, it is a matter of time for huge opportunities to knock on the door. Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund are both showing interest, and the German side is the forward's next destination.
I had some offers on the table, but at the end felt like Dortmund was the right place for me as a young player to develop.
And they're going to give the kid his chance to become a hero tonight.
Bundesliga, I didn't really play too much, but it's quite direct football. At that age, you just play, have fun, and you just go with everything as it comes. Obviously, missed home sometimes and went back to Sweden when I had the chance.
Life at Dortmund seems to not really fit Isak, and after spending 2 years in Germany, he goes on a half a season loan to the Dutch side Willem II.
Crowley ligt neer, Pavlidis daar, Isak vrijgespeeld, die moet hem nu maken. En dat doet hij bij deze.
13 goals in 16 Eredivisie matches later, it's time to change the surroundings. Spanish side Real Sociedad contact Borussia and both clubs reach an agreement of 15 million euro. So in the summer of 2019, the 20-year-old talent finds himself in La Liga.
Jag tror hela min uppväxt har lett mig där jag är nu, och en del är där den lilla förorten jag bodde i.
Yeah, as he says, I'm very happy that the deal is finally finished.
The Spanish league is much more possession based.
Spanish football seems to be his cup of tea. He makes 132 appearances and has 52 goal involvements over the course of 3 seasons. Wins Copa del Rey in his first season and gets the top goal scorer prize in the competition with 7 goals and 2 assists in 8 matches. In the summer of 2022 begins the first chapter of his Newcastle story.
And Newcastle have confirmed the signing of Alexander Isak for a club record £63 million. That smashes their previous record of £40 million for Joelinton.
Yeah, I think he's an outstanding talent. I think he's got the right profile for us. I think he's young.
He becomes Magpies' biggest transfer for €70 million. As expected, all eyes are set on him, and he delivers.
I felt like it was time for a different challenge, and that's when Newcastle came in.
Newcastle is in the process of being rebuilt from the ground, and he finally manages to acquire the star status.
What is the best thing about the city of Newcastle?
I'd say the fans. I love being in cities where they're all about their football team. 60 goals, 10 assists in a matter of 105 appearances as of the date of making this documentary. He practically participates in a goal every 109 minutes.
Bruno gets away from McAllister and now through for Isak. Alexander Isak! What a goal!
So where to now? He's being heavily linked to a summer move, but staying with the Geordies is not out of the question.
How much would you be willing to sell Alexander Isak for?
Can I choose not to sell him?
500 million. He's too good.
And obviously they're linked with Isak as well. If they was to get that, just give him the title for the next 5 years if they get that fella.
Well, if I was Arsenal and I had the money, I'd go out and buy Isak. You know, I'd break the bank for him. I think he's the best of the best. I think he takes Arsenal to another level.
Regardless of his decision, he has already written his name in Newcastle United history books as the man who, alongside Dan Burn, brought the 70-year trophy drought to an end.
In our pre-game, Micah described you as a young Thierry Henry. How do you like the comparison?
Yeah, I think that's a stretch. No, it's not, man. I think you need to do more, but yeah, feels good to hear. Yeah? Obviously, yeah.
And his contribution to the club will forever be valued to the city where everybody breeds football.